Hello you beautiful people, how the devil are you? I have no idea what this guy's doing, but he's doing 48 miles an hour and he can't keep it in a straight line. Let's get an indicator on, we'll get round him. No, that's it, thank you very much. See what he's up to. He's up to something. Ah, he's rolling a cigarette. How are we all? I hope you're all well. You join me Wednesday morning, as always. Well, not always, but nearly always. It's now 2 minutes to 4, I was going to say then. What a loon. 2 minutes to 7. And we're late. A little bit late. Just a little bit. We're going to Luton. We have been to Luton before together. I think we might have done it a couple of times. I thought, well, when I got the job last night, I thought, ugh, I've already taken him in there. But it must be interesting for you guys to see the build and how it's progressing. So if you follow my channel, you will have seen this site smaller than what you're going to see it today. So yeah, I thought it might be interesting. I remember Luke C doing something similar when he was on the tippers, when he was on Earthline. And it was quite interesting, to be fair. You'd go in like 3 or 4 weeks later and you'd see how the buildings had progressed. It was quite interesting. The same sort of thing. We've got, I think the longest length is something like 16.3 metres long. So the trailer's opened up a little bit. It's probably about 4, maybe 5 foot, not much. Bit of an overhang on the back end. And just a little sweetener. There's a lug stuck out on the driver's side, on the offside. It stuck out about 12 inch. There's actually 2. There's one lower down on the bottom piece, and then there's one on a piece that's higher up. Just a little smidgen, just to make it more interesting. It's no drama. It's not what I ended up before, but it's just something else for people to be aware of, and me to be aware of, obviously. This is an Aldi that we're going to. It's an Aldi warehouse that's being built just off 11A, I think it is, of the M1. We call it Luton. It's when they give us a job, you go into Luton. We know where we're going then. And like I say, it's an Aldi warehouse. So this week, yesterday was quite interesting. If you follow me on social media, follow me on Instagram, you will have seen a picture that I posted in the middle of nowhere. It literally was. It was up a farmer's track. There's an event going on there somewhere. It was very cagey, was the guy that offloaded me when I asked him what the event was. He didn't really want to say. I ain't going to push. So I genuinely don't know what it was, but it was just outside Baldock, a little village just outside Baldock. So let's go back to Monday. What did I do Monday morning? I did a steel load out of Dalton, out of Thirsk, to Knowlesley. Went into Knowlesley. That was a long go on. That was 18.2 metres. No width to that though, just a long one. Site was motorcycles in a rush to die. Idiot. Yeah, the site, it was clean. It was clean enough, but there were some damn big puddles, dirty, muddy puddles. So all the wheels and that got all flipping hanging. Got tipped out of there. Went to, I had to go around to just around the corner to secure a fence. See one of the lads get some straps off him because I didn't have enough. And then I went to Bootle to the docks at Bootle. Not the normal place we go. It was Queen Alexandra's docks, is it? I think that's what it's called. I loaded a load of tubing, galvanised tubing, which was it's actually the outside frame of the fencing that we moved, the Secura fence, Harris fence, as you guys will know it as a generic name. It's the actual outside tubing, obviously in long lengths. So there was 20, I think it was 26, 25 ton, something like that. Can't quite remember. Of that stuff stacked in, in layers. So lots of straps, 19 straps went on that to try and secure that. A couple of belly wraps, and it's a good job I put a belly wrap actually, because I got to Colsterworth. That went to Wisbeach Monday night. Oh, it was going to Wisbeach. I tipped that yesterday morning at Wisbeach. But Monday night I was going into Colsterworth truck stop, just indicated to come off at the slip to go, and then this I think it was an Audi swept from the outside lane straight across in front of me onto the slip road and just slammed on. Just jumped all over his brakes, and I had to lock up. I had the trailer smoking, and I wasn't very happy, shall we say. So I went to have a word with the chap, but he decided to leg it and went into McDonald's car park. And obviously I couldn't get my truck into McDonald's car park, and I didn't have the time to park up and go wander and have a word with him, just to educate the man. And I meant educate, not educate, I meant actually physically educate the guy on what a jerk move that was, and how close he come to being in a quite a serious accident, a lot of weight on board there. When I got into Colsterworth, checked the load, and the majority of the straps were all leaning forwards. Obviously the load shifted, jumping on the brakes so hard, but the belly wraps had done the job. That's what they're there for. Stopped it moving too far. So yeah, fortunate that I put them on. Let's see if you're going to be generous enough. Yeah, you are. Thank you very much, sir. Where to say thank you. So yeah, as I said, I went down to Wisbeach on Monday. I've been into Wisbeach before on a previous video. If you remember, it's the one when I missed my junction and I had a nightmare to turn around. At the left turn, I forgot about it, and I just sailed straight past it. I ended up having to turn around in a little farmer's like loading area type thing. But we did it. And then we reloaded out of there, and that's what I took to Baldock yesterday. And then I ran empty from Baldock up to Thirst to reload for what we got behind me. Here we are. Ta-da! 60 miles an hour. So what we got coming up this week? We're going to have A final rant, and it will be final rant. I'm not doing any more about it. The driver shortage and wages and facilities, etc. I think when you've seen what I've got to say and the little bit of footage that I've put together, I put a little clip for you to watch. I think one or two of you might change your mind on the attitude towards wages and facilities, the welfare of us drivers. So that'll be the last thing I ever say on it. I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing it. Gonna have a chat about razors, as in razors. Guess I need a shave. Trying to take me off there. Ah, because I should have come off there. Oh, what an idiot. I did this the other day. I did exactly the same thing the other day. The site's just to our right now. You see that building site there? That's where we're going. Oh, I know it. I've done it a dozen times. Oh well. Oh well, we'll go down to the next one. Sorry, boss. Instead of accelerating to the middle of the gap, he's just going to pull across under my bumper. Ironically, that's something else we're going to be chatting about as well. People doing stupid things in cars. The quality of the driving is just ridiculous. Yeah, we're going over there. There's one of ours already in. Oh well. Joyride! Oh, man. I came down here one day last week and I did exactly the same thing. Luckily it's not far, it's only another mile to go. Well, it gives us a bit more of a chance to chat, doesn't it? So yeah, driver shortage, etc. Raises, quality driving. And I'm not going to name the TikToker, but we're going to talk about a TikToker. And something he posted yesterday, and I want your opinion. In fact, no, let's talk about that now. I will name him, right? The guy's called Egghead Chris on TikTok. Now, I used to like the guy, to be fair. I don't dislike him, but I think lately he's coming out with a lot of crap. There's a lot of verbal diarrhea coming out of his mouth. I don't know if he's doing it just for attention, or for viewing figures, or what, I'm not quite sure. How much of it he actually means, I don't know. He posted a video yesterday. In fact, there's two that I watched yesterday, this, on TikTok. One of them he did say in the comments, it was said for a laugh. But the one I want to talk about, he didn't say it was for a laugh. And basically what he's saying is, at the services, you know, roadside services, motorway services, we, as truckers, should have our own dedicated space. We shouldn't have to mix with other people, the general public. You know, why should we have to go toe to toe just to go to the toilet when we're on our break? We've got to have a legal break. Why should... Because we should, for God's sake. It's basically what he's wanting is wanting a section where you've got to be a truck driver to use it. You've got to have your own truck driver toilets. You've got to have your own trucking lounge kind of area. Why? Why are you so, you as a truck driver, why are you so privileged to get that? You're just a truck driver. It annoys the crap out of me that, you know, we're heroes. No, we're not. We're just truck drivers. We're just here doing a job, providing for our families. And I think a lot of truck drivers need to get that mentality out their head that they're something special, because they're not. They're just damn truck drivers. You know, to call us professionals. I don't call myself a professional. I think I'm good at what I do, and I have a qualification to say I can do it, but I won't say I was a professional. I think doctors, surgeons, architects, people like that, they're professionals. I wouldn't call myself a professional. Somebody the other day had a go at me about that because I said that. I don't call myself a professional. I don't think I qualify to be called a professional. I ain't no hero. I ain't no hero. I'm just a fat bloke from Yorkshire. Sorry. I'm just a fat bloke from Yorkshire who comes to work Monday to Friday, quite often Saturday or Sunday, and I provide for my family. If that's being a hero, I don't think it is. But to think you deserve something so niche, as in the extra service is just for you, you know, just for this industry, I think you're wrong. I do think you're wrong. Now, I do think truck driving parking, the parking area for truck drivers, I do think that should be like, we'll talk caravans, not so much vans, because vans generally park in the car parking area. You do get vans parking, you know, your Sprinters, your Mercs, your Transits, that type of thing. You do get them parking in the truck stops, but not so much as caravans and motorhomes, especially at this time of year. Now, I do think that they should have their own space, or they should be not allowed to park in the truck spaces, because, as they say, we have got to stop. By law, we have to stop for a 45-minute break, or a rest, you know, a daily rest period. We have to do that by law. We have no choice. If I could, I'd work straight through, because that's just the way I am. You know, if I was allowed to do it, I'd work a lot more hours, because that's my choice. Some might think that's stupid, unsafe, whatever you want to do, but you know your body, you know when you need to take a break. Somebody in an office somewhere telling me after 4.5 hours you've got to take a 45 minutes. 40 minutes isn't enough, 45 is. Well, anyway, whatever. But I do think that the caravans and motorhomes should be moved on from the truck parking, because we've got to park legally. You know, we've legally got to stop. So that respect, yeah, I agree that we need our own space there. But as for our own toilets, our own driver's room, etc., I think it's talking out his backside. Like I say, prime example of stupid driving. There's nothing behind me for 100 yards. Yeah, like I say, I don't know if Chris is just doing it for a rise, to get the figures. I genuinely don't know. Well, if he is, it's working, isn't it? Because we're talking about him. Anyway, rant over. We got that one out of the way, didn't we? Oh, there's more to come. There's plenty more to come. I had another Carl. I can't call him Karen because he was a bloke. It's called Dave. Dave commented on my post last week's video, having a go at me for begging. This is what do I need? Do I need the extra money to pay for all the KFCs that he sees me eating in the services? Excuse me, pal. My reply to that was, well, no, I can afford all the KFCs, but I do eat plenty of them. How do you think I'm so fat? Words to that effect. Another couple of vloggers jumped on and had a go at him about it. A couple of you guys jumped on and had a go at him about it, and then all of a sudden the post disappeared. Surprising that, isn't it? He's obviously deleted his post. Realised he bit off a bit more than he could chew. So if you're watching, Dave, cheers for content, mate, because every time you comment on the channel, it helps me out, makes me earn that bit more money. So cheers, mate, appreciate it. So yeah, while I'm going to get tipped here, make sure you like this video. Big thumbs up or thumbs down, I don't care, whichever you want to do. And it all adds to the channel. It all adds to the interaction on the channel. So, right, we're going left here, so I need to swing wide because we've got a bit of a stretch on. Make sure that car don't come to the inside of me. Yeah, get out of the way, mate. Morning, Paul. No, it's alright, mate. I had to get off the road.
Delivery, yes.
Sorry?
Delivery.
Yes.
For what company?
Severfield.
On the ramp.
Go at the top, yeah?
For ramp. Okay.
Cheers, bud. Well, here we are. So, a hole there. Let's go around that hole. We don't want to go through that hole there, do we now? Weight transfer. We're not spinning the dust. Right guys, I'll love you and leave you for now. I'll get my blood pressure down a little bit. And I'll speak to you when we got out of here. Well, it's a whole lot of not much on that trailer. Anyway, speak to you soon guys, bye for now. Right guys, we're done, tipped, we're out. Bit of a mess about, not mess about, but I'm fannying about with it. Everything's just covered in dust again. The window closed. Yeah, remember I said there was bits stuck out. I don't know if you see it on the video, but he was trying to get the forks in when he was coming from the driver's side. He was trying to get the forks in, and he couldn't get them in deep enough. He'd not actually noticed that there was that lug stuck out at the top. Which obviously was stopping him getting in another foot or so. He couldn't get in deep enough to pick up the other side. So that's why he ended up going around the other side, and he lifted it and I pulled out. And the winky wonky's turned off. Oh, yeah, one lift, job done. I don't even know what tonnage it was, I don't know that. Quick look at the station. Yeah, only 9 ton. 9 ton on the whole load. And all the people sat there, well, you should have known that before you set off. Well, from experience, I knew I wasn't over 25 ton. So why do I need to check it? Obviously, I'm not going to go through any 7.5 ton weight limits or anything like that, so... Oh. Fair play to you, mate, running. Not for me. So we've, yeah, I've rung in, seen what we're doing next, and, well, it's rinse and repeat. Straight back up to Thirst, grab another one, come back down for tomorrow morning. So, yay! Yay! Great content for you guys. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to our yard at Rugby and wash off. Well, I'm going to see if Jamie's in, the wash lad there. If he's in, I'm going to get the jet wash out. Well, I'm going to get him to get the jet wash out. And I want to wash all inside my wheel arches because I've got all mud splattered up there from the site on Monday. Obviously, I can't clean that by hand, really. It's not, well, I could, but what a pain in the butt it's going to be to do it by hand. So I'll get Jamie to jet wash them. Then we will quickly jet wash the cab, just with plain water, just to wash off the dust. I might wash it properly, actually. Yeah, I'll probably wash it properly. And then, providing it's got some in stock, it has something called AquaSeal. I think it's AquaSeal Pro. It's a product by AutoSmart, and it's a liquid wax basically. You put it on like a snow foam. I think I might have mentioned this before. You put it on like a snow foam, and it goes on white, and then it goes clear. You know, the white goes clear, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? It goes on white, and then it turns clear. Once it's gone clear, you then jet wash it off, and it leaves a layer of wax, apparently. And to be fair, it is very, 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 very good. It's very water repellent, aqua repellent, whatever you want to call it. Snow foam just doesn't stick to it. It's pointless snow foam in this cab because it just doesn't stick to it. Yeah, it's really good. So hopefully I can get that done. But I was just thinking I'm going to call in a Crawley Crossing and use going to the shop there. So that's where we're going now. I'll get 15 minutes in while I'm there. I'll have a half-hour break while I'm washing the truck, because it's my choice to wash it, so I can do what I like with my time. And I choose to wash the truck, so I'm perfectly legal to wash the truck. It's not a requirement for the company. The company don't pay me to do it. It's my choice to do so. So I can do it on my break legally. So all you naysayers out there, there's going to be some guys out there. You can't wash your truck while you're on break. Yes, you can. If you don't get rewarded for doing it, yes, you can. You can. Same as you get an issue with polishing on a night. You know, when you've knocked off on a night, or you do it on your 45-minute break. People will say, "Oh, you can't polish your truck. It's other work." No, it's not. It's not. If you get a cleaning bonus in your wage, so your gaffer pays you an extra £10 a week or something like that just to keep the truck clean, then yes, then it could be deemed as other work because you're being rewarded for doing it. You're being financially rewarded by the company to do it. Anywho, big grey area. It's a subject we can talk about for hours. I'm not going to get into it. If you don't like me washing my truck while I'm on the break, then well, ring the boss, tell him. I'll give you his email address if you want. You can just email him and say, "Your driver on break was washing his truck," and I'm pretty sure you'll probably not get a response, and it won't be favourable if you do. Anywho, right, razors. Right at this moment in time, I will tell you I am not sponsored by this company at all in any way, shape or form. Not at all. Literally, I've been looking at this company for ages, and I've been umming and ahhing about ordering, because, as you guys know, I don't shave that often. I shave maybe once a week, maybe twice, maybe. And for the past probably 10 years, I've always used Mach 3 from Gillette. Decent brand, decent razors. But then, all over social media, adverts popping up, all over telly, adverts popping up, all over YouTube, adverts popping up for a brand called Harry's. You'll have seen them, I'm sure. So the wife, come on Mercedes, and he's just going to sit there, isn't he? The wife suggested I give him like a blast, give it a go. So I had a nosy. They do a sample pack, and it's free. It's not really free because you've got to pay for delivery, which is £3.95. But you get a razor, you get the handle of colour of your choice, a handle, razor blade, guard, and a small bottle of or small can of their shave gel. Now I thought £3.95, it's got to be worth the go, innit? Give it a blast. Anyway, it's last weekend it came. No, weekend before, because I'd already showered and shaved at work, ready to go to the show. We'll talk about the show, lack off, later. So no, I didn't get shaved last week at home. But the week before, got a shave. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's all I can say. If you've not checked out Harry's, go check them out. I will put a link below. I will put a website address. Like I say, total disclosure, I've been in contact with them because I would like to be a brand ambassador and promote them because they are brilliant. But all I got back was fill this form in and we'll be in touch. That's all I've got back. So that's where we're at with them. But yeah, I just wanted to impart that little bit of knowledge. Brilliant product, brilliant razor. A week's worth of gross, a week worth of growth, and it went straight through it like butter. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, enough about Harry's. Quick chat about the show. Last week's show, Friday, true to word, they got me back to Thirsk early. I was back in the yard about 1:30, I think it was, Friday afternoon. I'd just pulled in, dropped the trailer, just doing my paperwork, finished off my paperwork. Gets an email from my wife. Strange that, isn't it? She's emailing me. Wives don't normally email their husbands, but she sent me an email. It was a forwarded email. Now, a little bit of history. Again, I'm always straight with you guys. I'm always honest with you. We live in a council house. Nothing wrong with that, as far as I'm concerned. Some of you guys will be turning your nose up. Ooh, council trash. I don't care. I really don't care what anybody thinks. I live in a council house. It's not the best of areas where we live. We moved there out of necessity. We were living in a flat, and then we got our little girl. There was mould issues in the flat that we were living in, and the landlord wasn't prepared to sort it out. So we ended up taking the first available house we could with the council, because that was private. First available house that we got with the council, which happens to be where we're at now. We've been in it coming up 12 years. No, coming up 13 years. 13 years in December we've been in this house. It's not a council house, it's the council's housing association, if you want. It's what would have been council. Anyway, so we've been trying to get out. Obviously we've got a 13-year-old girl. It was her birthday last week. Happy birthday, Paige, if you're watching. And obviously we've got our lad who's 11. They share a bedroom. So you're a 2-bedroom house. They share a bedroom. As you can totally appreciate, not ideal. The essence of the email I got from the wife is we've been given first refusal on a house swap, well, a move to a 3-bedroom house, which is in a much better area, much closer to this kid's school, much closer to the wife's work, not far from the motorway, so nice and easy for me to jump on the motorway to get to work for the one trip a week I do. Not a major deal. But that dropped on the doorstep on the email on Friday to the wife, our lass, and she forwarded that on to me, and that's what I read when I just finished my paperwork. The kicker is they wanted to know a decision by Monday, as in just gone, This is Friday, remember. They wanted to know by the Monday if we were still interested in the house. We had to let them know by Monday lunchtime, and if we were still interested, they would then arrange an accompanied viewing for us to go and have a look around the house, the inside of the house, and such like. So I was supposed to be going to the show for the weekend. Obviously, I need to go. Obviously, on the Sunday night, then I would have stayed in the yard in Thirsk, and I would have gone down the road on the Monday. I wouldn't have seen home until next weekend. This weekend coming. So I made the decision to go home and not attend the show, just so we could go down and have a walk around the outside of the property and have a nosy and see what was actually there and get a feel for the area. Because obviously, if it's not a very nice area, then we're not going to move there, are we? We're not going to move out one shithole into another shithole. Excuse the language, but you know what I mean. Oh man, this does my nutting. You know, indicate, move. Indicate, move. Indicate, pause, wait, and see if the truck driver backs off a bit. Nah, indicate, move. Anyway, so yeah, we went down, had a look. Yeah, very nice. What we can see from the outside, very, very nice. Huge, massive improvement on where we are. Got chatting to the next door neighbours, and they invited us into their house to have a walk around inside. So I got to view inside. Absolutely cracking. The bedrooms are massive. That white car's going to come across. Told you. Yeah, the bedrooms are massive. It's pre-war, so it's a proper old council house. So they are big houses. So I didn't attend the show. And we're still in limbo whether we're actually getting the house or not. We don't know. But apparently the show wasn't that good. I don't want to sit here and diss the show, but compared with other shows on the market that are out there, apparently it wasn't that good. And three of our lads went and they were disappointed on the lack of trucks at the show and the lack of things to do, shall we say, you know. So by the sounds of it, I didn't miss a lot. But we got Peter in a few weeks. You'll be watching this next weekend, so there'll be one more working week, 2 more working weeks. I've got 2 weekends at home. This one coming, which is what you'll be watching this. The weekend after I'm at home, and then the weekend after that we're away to Peterborough, which is August bank holiday. I was messaging last night with the MD, Mr. Nigel, about something unrelated, well, truck related obviously, but he asked me if I was looking forward to Peterborough. I said hell yes, can't wait. It's been a very long 12 months. What are the plans? And he just went quiet on me. So we're hearing rumours that WS have got plans for the show, but nobody's coming forward and actually saying what those rumours are. Anyway, right, so we're pulling into Crawley Crossing. I've talked enough crap for now. I'm hoping that CDC is open. Oh, he is. Door's open there. Seems straight in front of us now. Where the bike is, and that's a speed ramp that we really should have slowed down for. Jeez, I've got whiplash. So I'm going to go in there and spend some money. Shh! Don't tell the wife. Speak to you guys soon. Bye for now. Hi guys, welcome back. Well, where are we? We just passed Trowel Services. Is it Trowel? I think it was. Either Trowel or Tip Shelf. Must be Trowel. Yeah, I think it was. we stopped at. Hello.
Hello, hi mate.
Hi, pal. Right, that was Patrick. Patrick's my planner. One thing I love about this company, is they don't expect you to push your hours. They ask, just, would you mind? And it was a genuine, would you mind? If I'd have said no, it'd have asked somebody else. But as I probably told you earlier, I'm heading back up to Dalton to pick up a load to go to Luton. He's just asked me what driving time have I got left when I get to Dalton tonight. When I get to Dalton now, and I'll have about 3 hours left on a 10-hour drive. He says, have you got time to do a run into from Dalton to Doncaster and then back to Dalton and get that load on ready for escorted in the morning? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll do that. No problem to me. I'm here to work. So that's what we're doing now. We're heading up to Dalton, picking up a load and going to Doncaster. So as I was saying, we're going into Markham Vale now, which that was Tip Shelf Services I passed. I've just passed Junction 29, which is where the truck stop is, Chesterfield truck stop. So I'm going to drop into Markham Vale now, because apparently there's some mail there for me that one of you guys has sent me. So it's been there a while, because I simply haven't had a chance to call in. Anyway, right, title of the video. Is it time to quit the industry? Well, if you were listening to some drivers, yes, it's done. You know, the industry's crap, the facilities are crap, pay is crap, you get spoken to like crap, traffic's crap. I'll agree with that one. Traffic's crap. I was mulling this. I've been mulling this over. Like I said right at the start of this is the last time I'm going to broach this topic. I'm not going to mention it in comments or anything like that. I can't. Well, in fact, no. I'll comment on any comments that you put below. But after that, I'm done with commenting. Like I can't be bothered anymore with it. But I shouldn't have really pulled out then because I'm coming off in a mile and let's drop back in. I was thinking about it and the industry and the job and what we get paid for doing what we do. I sit here steering a truck. Yeah, I've got responsibilities, as in I don't want to drive into the back of that thing. I've got to make sure everything's clear. You know, I've got the driving responsibilities. Yes, it's a big responsibility. If it goes wrong, it's going to be devastating, etc., etc. But I just drive a truck. That's all I do. I drive a truck. I don't think it's that big a deal. You know, in the way people make it out to be, professional drivers this, professional drivers that, professionals, we should get paid more. If you can't live on the wages that we get paid, and this £1,000 a week, oh, go boil your head. You know, I just think you can't be legit if you get paid £1,000 a week. You can't be, or you're a limited company and you've got all your taxes, insurances, and stuff like that to come out of that. So I get paid more than £1,000 a week some weeks. But then I have all my deductions off it. But I put this little video together. Have a look, see what you think, and let me know who deserves the money, who deserves a pay rise more, and who's got the right to whinge and whine about facilities more. And I'm just going to drop it at Markham Vale, and I'll have a chat to you about it when I'm leaving. Speak to you in a bit, guys. Hi guys, I'm just waiting for him to do what he's doing and then we can go. We're in Markham Vale. I've picked up the mail that I wanted to pick up, which has been here for a while. I've just not had the opportunity, like I said, to call in, because every time I've passed, the place has been, well, it's been out of hours, out of office, normal office hours. So I've just seen, I'm sure it's called Chris, and picked it up. So John Whitehouse, thank you very much, young man. I appreciate that. You don't need to do it, but it is appreciated. And we're going to crawl like little babies through here, so I don't create a crap load of dust. Oh, hiccups. Because the truck's looking quite smart and I really don't want to cake it in dust. That's one of the reasons I moved from this yard, is because of the dust. One of the reasons, not all. So what did you think of that little video? Do you agree or disagree with me? Stick it in the comments. If anybody deserves a pay rise, it's the soldiers, armed forces. It really is. I didn't realise how bad regular wages are. Those guys are literally putting their life on the line 24 hours a day when they deploy. You know, for the likes of Afghanistan, Iraq and that. The wages shown on the screen are not all they get paid when they're deployed. They do get bonuses, but it's living overseas allowance and things like that, you know, deployment pay. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to try and get figures. If I've got them in time for the edit, I'll put them on the screen. But they get a little bit more. But it's not a massive amount. But these guys literally put their lives on the line on a daily basis whilst over there. And they get paid a pittance. It really is bad. So I think they deserve the pay. As for conditions, we have nothing to complain about, do we? You know, they're away 6 months at a time with normally a 2-week leave period part way in there, and they're on duty pretty much all that time. They're in fear of their own safety all that time when they deploy. We got to work Monday to Friday. Very little risk, to be fair. If you're paying attention and doing your job properly, it's very little risk in this job. As in, you know, for accidents and that. I know it's not just you, it's all the idiots on the road. So I know there's arguments for both sides, etc, etc, but a soldier's working 24/7. You know, what's that equate to? 120 odd hours, is it? Let's do the math. Let's do the math. If it was 10 hours, it'd be 240 hours. If it's 5 hours, that's 120. Plus another 48. 168 hours. There's 7 days. Is that right? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I do Monday to Friday. If I do 65 hours, and they're doing 160 odd hours for that pay. As for conditions, they're away from home. They don't see the family. Generally, they can't talk to the family. He hasn't got indicators. Thank you very much, Mr. Van Driver. Yeah, normally they can't really talk to the family. It's not like they can pick up the phone every 2 minutes and ring home, have a natter to the missus, FaceTime the kids, etc. And depending on where they're deploying and what role they've got, they could be sleeping in pretty poor conditions. You know what I mean? So we talk about welfare and conditions and working conditions and the working pay for us truck drivers. Think about it logically, guys. It is a pretty pathetic argument, isn't it? When you think of the guys in the armed forces. Just for one example, there are others that I can probably think of. Don't know at the top of my head, but yeah. So I think it's pathetic, the argument that we have. Let's not get that curb. That's a good idea. There we go. I've been asked a couple of times on Instagram as well. Reference, totally different subject. Reference Markham Vale, where the tankers are. WS tankers. What's the message I keep getting is they do driver training there, right? They've started doing driver training there. I don't know, have they? Well, yes. Just spoke to the guy in the office when I got the envelope that I need to pick up, and I asked him the question, what's the score with the driver training? And it turns out that WS tankers have part bought into, or bought shares, if you want, part ownership of a local driving school and brought them into our yard. So yes, it's a simple answer. From what I've seen there, they've got Arctic, a wagon and drag. They're doing B+C, which is your car and trailer. I'm assuming they'll do rigid, but obviously I didn't see one apart from the wagon and drag. So yeah, I'll try and find detail. It's all new to me. It's all brand new to me. I've just learned this within the last 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll find the details and I'll stick them in the description below for you. If you fancy, if you're around the Chesterfield, Markham Vale area, on the give them a try. See what. Yeah, I'll leave details. So that answers that question for that person. I genuinely didn't know about it. So yeah, is it time to leave the industry? Not for me. In the time I've been driving trucks, I think the wages have gone up quite substantially. I've been driving for 12 years. I think the wages have gone up substantially. I keep saying if we get paid more, you as a customer, as a buyer of whatever, is going to be paying more for the product. Somebody's got to pay for it, and it ain't going to be the haulage companies. The conditions, we're to blame for that. So anyway, that's me drawing a line underneath it all. I won't be discussing it in any more vlogs. Head up to Dalton, pick up this load. I'll speak to you when I'm up there. Take care for now, bye, guys. Take care for now, guys. I'll speak to you in a bit. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Well, it's not even the same day. It's Friday. It's Friday morning. It is 7:56 in the morning, so I'm pretty much in exactly the same position I was 2 days ago. Don't panic. I haven't been sat here all that time. I have moved. I got tipped that day on Wednesday. Back up to Thirsk, reloaded for an escorted load down here. It was 21 metres down here yesterday morning. Turned around after loading, back up, reloaded again with what I've got behind me. This is 20 metres. I've got a colleague over there that we came down together with an escort. And I'm just waiting for him to tip, and then it's my turn to go over there and get tipped. Yeah, so I didn't really do anything. That's literally all I've done. Tipped here, run back, yeah, just rinse and repeat, round tripping. So it's pretty boring for you guys, so I just didn't bother filming. I didn't see the point. I was hoping that I'd get a different kind of job so that you've got some kind of content to watch. And if you don't want to see the same stuff, no, swallow them. Same stuff over and over again, it's just pointless. So yeah, that's all I've got for you. So what we got left? We've got 2 weekends at home. This one, you'll be watching this Sunday, so this weekend, next weekend, weekend after that is the bank holiday weekend, August bank holiday, and it's Peterborough. Whoop whoop, get to Peterborough. It was confirmed via email the other day from the managing director's personal assistant. She, Olivia, she emailed us all those guys that do the shows. She emailed us and confirmed that we're taking a hospitality trailer and a couple of other bits and pieces, and there's going to be quite a few other trucks going as well. So it should be a good show, good display from WS. So make sure you pop down and see me. Make sure you pop down and see the show, see the display. Oh, apologies. Yeah, apologies. 2:30 start this morning. Yeah, I've got giveaways, so I'm going to run some kind of a giveaway at Peterborough. It will be done on a first come first serve. I don't know exactly how I'm going to work it yet, but keep your eye on Instagram at WITTERINGTRUCKER, because I'm going to run it through Instagram. It'll be something that you come to Peterborough, come and see me, and you've got to do something. Don't know what yet. Don't know. Tell you with dad jokes. I like the idea of you coming and telling me your worst dad joke. Yeah, that could be quite amusing. But I don't know. We'll figure something out. Come down and you can have a lucky dip. I've got air fresheners. I've got merchandise, WS merchandise to give away. I think there's a polo shirt, a couple of hats, a couple of mugs. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember what's in the bag. And then obviously the stickers and pin badges. Pin badges. Let me show you the one I've got on it yet. I'm sure I've shown you them before. I need to get a new IVs. This one's next. Third. Pin badges like that. See it? So come down, say hello, and you can have one of them, no matter what. But for the rest of the stuff, we'll do through the. We'll call it a giveaway competition if you want to call it that, but it's not really a competition. It's first come, first serve. So that's all we've got for you. So while this excavator's trundling up here, it's going to make a lot of squeaky noise and stuff. I think I will say, ladies, gents, boys, girls, and all those that are confused. We'll catch up with you next week. But do me that favour I asked you the other week. Pick up your phone, contact somebody you've not spoken to for a while. Make sure they're okay. Really noisy excavator. Yeah, just give them a quick tinkle, give them a welfare check, make sure they're okay, and make sure you look after yourselves. Stay safe, guys, and I'll catch up with you next week in next week's video. Bye, guys.
If there was just one piece of life advice that you could share, what would it be?
Don't put up with things or people that don't make you happy,
Why?
because they will drag you down into a negative place, and that fits with your advice, which is be kind to yourself.
Thank you.